All right. Hello, this is Marie Diaries, and I'm here to do a recorded reading video. All right. But before I get into this video and this reading, my spirit guides, my angels, my archangels, my ancestors of the highest white light, I ask that you come and guide me, protect me always. 24/7, 365. I ask that you give me the clearest view of this video and this reading through any of the cards or anything that I decide to use and have in my hands. I ask that you immediately return any and all of the negative energies from people, places, things, including ill will, intent, negative intent, etc. I ask that it permanently, immediately goes back to wherever, whomever, wherever it needs to go. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Thank you. So, as I'm coming on here to record, I noticed that I'm a little hesitant. All right. So, I'm a little hesitant. Um, but I know I wanted to do this reading. I actually wanted to do this reading when her story and her case came back up again this past January. Like a little bit before that time, I had wanted to do a reading on her, but I end up not doing it. I see 1:14 on the alarm clock right now. So yeah, I did when it was a new like I don't want to say it was a documentary, but it was a new like I think it was from the news, like one of the top news, whatever they had did a new interview with her. I believe it was her father, or maybe it was a couple years old. I know it was something that came out or was like on one of the like with me watching videos on YouTube. It was a new it popped up like the beginning of this year, and I was like, oh wow. And like around the time when the video came when it came out, I had been wanting to do a reading on her because I seen prior videos from other channels, and it was just sparking an interest. And then I end up finding out that her birthday was in August, like, cause I think in the video they showed her headstone or something like that, and I was like, wow, I was like, I couldn't believe that her birthday was in August. Like she's a Leo like me. This young baby, she was a Leo like me. Um, I do remember, I do remember that because I was a child then, but obviously I was older than her. Yeah, so I do remember that when it like came on the news and all that and stuff like that. Um, I also when I was channeling to see if it was okay to do the reading on her, whoever did this to her, they was like, I just got somebody being mad, like somebody being mad at her or mad or anger or something like that. Okay, so that's what was the energy when I was channeling to see if I could if it's okay to do the reading or not. I did end up getting 4 yeses to do the reading. I got 4 yeses and I got 3 nos. So it was a close tie or whatever. So I did get 4 yeses and 3 nos. So I'm gonna do the reading. All right. So this reading is in regards to JONBENET Ramsey. All right. The young girl, baby girl that was brutally, I want to say brutally killed December 26, 1996. So yeah, she was born August 6, 1990 in Atlanta, Georgia, which I did not know that. That's something new I'm just learning right now. But she was brutally killed December 26, 1996. So that was the day after Christmas. That her body it like ended up turning up because they couldn't find her. I believe it was like they couldn't find her at first, and then they end up finding her in the basement. So yeah, that was all like when it came out, when that happened, it was all on the news and everything. Like I think it was on all the like major platforms and everything. So yeah, like I said, when I was channeling a little bit to see if it's okay to do the reading, somebody was either mad at her or they was just it was like a lot of anger or something like that. That's all I got. Um So yeah, I'm not really sure where I want to go with the reading, but I'm definitely gonna do this reading. So I feel like it's gonna be like um more than one part. So it's gonna be like one or two, maybe like three. I was thinking three at the most. Hopefully I don't. But if I do more videos, then it just that's what's gonna be. So yeah, hold on a minute. All right. So yeah. So definitely gonna start off. I'm gonna start off with the major arcana deck, and then I'm gonna move to the tarot, and then whatever else I end up using. I'm gonna try to limit the videos to like maybe 30 minutes. I was getting earlier, and I feel like now it's coming back up again. Like I noticed that even if you're not a Leo, if you have a pure like genuine um something about I don't know, I want to say essence about you because she does have like this aura like around her. So when you genuinely have that, I feel like, and it does start from when you are a child. um it's like a target on your back, like it's a target on your back. I don't know if nobody ever said that like that before, but I feel like because earlier I was thinking like when you have this pure essence, you have like a natural aura around you, which you have this that Leo energy. Even if you're not a Leo, if your sun sign is not a Leo, but it start at when you're a child, and this could be in more than one child. I feel like in one household, or if that's how I want to say it, or it could be like if definitely if it's more than one child in a household, it could like I don't know. I want to say that look, the sun is at the back of the deck. The chariot was at the back of the deck before it just went to the sun, but yeah. So this could be you got the sun with the lovers and you got the hermit. It's something about like again the hierophant. It's something about the child's their pureness, like they talk about innocence when they a child, and then it's like, and I feel like, which not that saying that her parents had anything to do with it, but it's like people, the adults, they see that. So, and I feel like that's something really big that's major that's going on now. I see 123 on the alarm clock. It's like if they notice, they sense that in you somehow, or I don't know. It's just like it's a target on your back, um, and these kids are vulnerable to not be protected. I guess if that's what I want to say, in some type of way, shape, or form. Because I feel like what I was trying to get to from what I was thinking earlier is like is when you're a child, that's the most you're the most value. I feel like when you're a child, you're the most value when you're a child. Because when you become an adult, you're not of that much value no more. You is, but it's just like I feel like it changes. It's like you're more of value as a child. Whether I feel like whether you have the parents that care for you, or if you have the parents that don't care for you, like I feel like that don't really matter. It's just like a child is the most value when they are a child. I feel like that ends either when probably once you get to a certain age. um I really don't know what the age is, but I don't know, this is what I'm just getting right now because she definitely had like I feel like everything she did, like whether she wanted to be in the pageants and stuff, I feel like whatever way it was just like it was natural to her. So it's like if you have that type of essence about you, yeah, look, the moon is popping up. If you have that kind of essence about, and they're gonna the chariot and Cancer again, and there go Leo. If you have that natural born type, you're more of a target as a child. Like I'm not gonna say every child they're being what I said attacked or like the target thing, but on their back. But I definitely feel like as a child, when you are a child, that is the most time that you are of value from the time you come out the womb until whatever age that may be. Like I feel like once you get into like, cause it's a whole nother thing if it's like on some type ex trafficking thing, like that's a whole different thing. But I feel like you're the most valued when you are a child, or when you're born, or when you're born, from the time you come out your mom your the womb until like preteen, I'ma say. But somebody definitely was either angry with her, or it was anger towards her, or they was mad. Maybe that's the same thing, because that I definitely was getting that when I channeled to do the reading. I see 1101 on the recording. All right, so what is this overall energy in regards to um what do I want to do this reading about, or like what do I want to center it around? We got judgment. So there's judgment. Yeah, judgment with the sun about who did it, because judgment is in Leo, and then you have the sun in Leo. Wow. The high priest is in Cancer. That's crazy how these, I guess I'm feeling like I should keep both of these. Judgment and the sun, both of them are in Leo. She's calling judgment. Judgment is being called. Judgment has been being called since it happened. I don't know what this thing is. This lady got, it's like a some type of like um bracelet around her arm, and it has these symbols on it. I don't know if that's the symbols of the zodiac signs, or is that something else? Um, hold on a minute. Okay, so I wrote down a couple stuff, a couple like questions or whatever. We got the devil at the back of the deck. Um, I feel like the overall energy for her reading, I'm gonna do. Our first thing I wrote is, why was she, why was she unalived? Back of the deck, you have the devil, the fool, the emperor, the magician, which you got Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries, Gemini, Virgo, with Scorpio. The magician, Gemini, Virgo, the death card, Scorpio, Temperance, Sagittarius. My nose is itching. Like I said, there's gonna be more than one video. Um, Hopefully I won't get emotional, because I kind of feel like that a little bit right now. Um, when she passed away, I was 1990, so I was, dang, that was just before my mom. That was the year before my mom passed away. Wow. Or no, excuse me. When she was born a year before my mom passed away. She was born a year before my mom passed away. Um, Again, like I said, she was born August 6th, 1990. She was brutally unalived December 26th, 1996, which was the day after Christmas. 1996. What's 97? Something about, I'm trying to think about something about 97. I don't know why. 97? All right, 14 minutes in. This first part might go to 30 minutes because I don't started so late. The sun is popping up at the back of the deck again with the lovers, Gemini, the hermit, Virgo, the world, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, the Hierophant, Taurus. Leo is again behind the Hierophant in judgment with the devil and Capricorn. So, what's the overall energy in regards to why was JonBenet Ramsey? Why was she unalive? What's the overall energy? We're gonna get 4 cards from this deck. We got the Moon coming out in Pisces. What's the overall energy? Clarify this Moon card. What's the we got the Fool coming out in Aquarius, but I wasn't ready. What's the overall energy for why was JonBenet Ramsey? Why was she unalive? Clarify the Moon. Clarify the Moon for this energy. You got the now the Death card is coming out in the reverse. The Chariot and Cancer is at the back of the deck, heavy on the water energy, water sign. Um, somebody, an Emperor that's in the reverse, the World. But we ain't even, I wasn't ready to take him, that card yet. We got a card turned over. We have the Justice in Libra, the Judgment in Leo turned over in the deck. If I split the deck, you got the other side is the Emperor with the Wheel of Fortune. We're going to get 2 more cards for the overall energy of why JonBenet Ramsey was unalive. Clarify the Moon with the Death card in reverse. Clarify the Moon with the Death card in reverse in regards to the overall energy in regards to why was JonBenet Ramsey unalive. Could we get 2 more cards? We got the Wheel of Fortune in Aquarius. You have the Star in Aquarius, and you have the Temperance in Sagittarius. So this is definitely giving me that energy I was speaking about. Somebody, because again, you could be, I feel like you could be you could be a sun sign of Leo or whatever sign, but it's something about you having this quality. I don't know, like you got the Star with the Temperance. Like if you have this type of aura quality, like even with the sun, even with you being a Leo sign, you having that aura. It's something about that. Like it's something about her being that star, you know, the star energy, the star in Aquarius, the star. Let's get 1 more card for the overall energy as to why JonBenet Ramsey. What's the overall energy? Get 1 more for why JonBenet Ramsey was unalive. Give me 1 more to clarify the Moon, the Death card in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune. Clarify that. Give me 1 more to clarify why she was unalive. 2 cards just came out. Again, look, the stars at the back of the deck again. What's in my lap is the Strength in Leo. Another card went off here to the side. You got the Tower in the reverse. And that is in Aquarius. The Tower in reverse in Aquarius. If I put the Tower at the back of the deck, you got double Aquarius out here at the back of the deck with the Hangman in Pisces, the Magician in Gemini Virgo, the Emperor in Aries. Then you have again the World behind the Emperor in Aries. You have the World in Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. Somebody wanted something to be over. Somebody wanted something to be done, complete. But again, it was out of or mad towards her or whatever it is. 19 minutes in for this first video. Should I start with this next? We're gonna wait for this. This is the Romeo and Juliet deck. I'm gonna hold off on that for a minute, but we're gonna start with the tarot. split the deck. The Chariot with the Knight of Swords. Somebody rushing in. Somebody definitely could have traveled towards her. Excuse me. The Chariot with the Knight of Swords. Somebody traveled towards her, whatever how way, shape, or form that was. Somebody traveled towards her, um, rushing to do something without rushing to act on doing something without thinking about it. I feel like I'm looking over here because I'm trying to think if I want to use if I need another tarot deck. Yeah, look. Now Knight of Swords with the even though it's facing the other way, but you got the Knight of Swords with the Four of Swords. I don't know what somebody felt like they had to rush to do without thinking to lay something to rest, or I don't know if they needed to lay something to rest in regards to her, or something about healing. I don't know. With that Four of Swords, yeah, look, you got the Two of Swords at the back of the deck, so it definitely something about a water sign because the moon is up there in the corner. You know, the moon is in Pisces, but I'm also getting Scorpio with the moon, so it's Scorpio or Pisces. One of those could be significant. But you do have, so let's look at the overall energy of the cards before we go any further. We got the moon in Pisces, the death card in Scorpio in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune in Aquarius. And you have the Strength in Leo. I don't know. I was getting something about maybe somebody didn't mean like an accident, but or going too far or something. I don't know if it ever got said that her death was an accident or something like that, or they try to say that or something, or some or unintentional. I'm getting right now. I don't know. You know what? Let's use. I'm looking at the moon card, and I want to use the. Where's my reversal deck? Hold on. All right, so I found my reversal deck. But we just gonna start off with the regular tarot deck. Ooh, I got that in reverse. We're gonna start off with the regular tarot deck. I'm gonna use like 2 or 3 rows of this deck, and then I'm gonna go to the reversal tarot deck. All right, so we're gonna clarify the moon card in Pisces. What is this? Clarify the moon in regards to JONBENET Ramsey. JONBENET Ramsey. Clarify the moon as to um, why was she unalive? Clarify the moon card. The moon, 2 cards just fell out. You got the Seven of Wands with the Six of Cups. That fell out kind of funny. You got the Five of Swords at the back of the deck, but I'm gonna try that again. Um, I also feeling like I need to say something about a King of Cups, but that was not what I was trying to say. Um, so this could be the person that traveled towards her because the moon is right there with the Chariot together. Nine of Swords at the back of the deck. Whatever, again, how traveling is, that could have been somebody down the street, around the block, um, a couple streets over. I don't know, from the other side of town where they lived at, or the city where they lived at, whatever. Um, but it was something else that I was just gonna say. Dang. Okay. Uh. Okay. Let's see. Let's clarify the moon card. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles just came out. Clarify the moon card in regards to JONBENET Ramsey. Why was she unalive? We're gonna take that card. The cards is just flying right now. We got the Five of Cups. So somebody is in regret. Somebody could be in regret in regards to some kind of relationship. I don't know how this would uh correlate or how would it relate to her. But somebody's definitely in regret. This person could be a Pisces, all right, or this person could possibly be a Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, or a Leo, all right. So everything about this reading is alleged, all right. Something could be the truth, something could not be the truth. Everything could be the truth, everything could not be the truth. But this is the energy of what's coming out in the cards, and this is my opinion. So don't shoot the messenger, shoot yourself. And I do not mean that literally, all right. Yeah, the star is at the back of the deck. Some, yeah, star, Queen of Wands. Somebody is in regret, or they could still be in regret now, or they could have been in regret 5 months prior or after in regards to her being unalived. Yeah, somebody is definitely in regret. The Seven of Swords wanted to come out because somebody was definitely being sneaky, deceptive, lies, or something. Yeah, the Justice card, Seven of Wands, Knight of Swords. What else to clarify the Moon card in regards to why was JonBeNet Ramsey? Why was she unalive? Clarify the Moon. All right, we got the Ten of Pentacles coming out. Ten of Cups at the back of the deck. Ten of Cups, Five of Wands, Two of Pentacles, the Star. So was somebody like fighting over her, or does this have to do with some kind of money situation or something? Wow, Four of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. We already seen the King of Cups. I see the Wheel of Fortune sticking out, which is in Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. You have Ten of Cups, Five of Wands, Two of Pentacles, the Star, the Ten of Swords out here. So it was, I'm getting something about a squabble, but maybe this could have been more than just a squabble. It was something in regards to her. Um, I meant to been going across, but we're gonna. So I did two cards under the moon. The Hierophant was coming out, about Four of Cups. But we're gonna go across. So I was supposed to be going across, not down. So clarify the Death card in reverse in regards to why JonBeNet Ramsey. Why was she unalive? Clarify the Death card in reverse. That just flew. We got the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there was definitely King of Cups again. Look at he popping up again. Who is this King of Cups? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Who is this? Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. That was fast. Nine of Cups. The King of Wands. We're gonna put that back because it fell out kind of funny, or too fast and kind of funny. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Why was JonBeNet Ramsey? Why was she unalive? Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Why was JonBeNet Ramsey? Why was she unalive? Seven of Swords comes out. Was there ever any talks about money, like money, something with money situation? Going across, you got Five of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords. That's under the moon in the upright, the Death card in reverse with the um, Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Clarify the Strength card in regards to why JonBeNet Ramsey, why was she unalive? Clarify the Strength card. What do we need to see to clarify this energy out here in regards to why she was unalive? Clarify. We got the Star. I'm telling you, now the Star is under the Strength card. That's in Leo. King of Wands at the back of the deck. I don't know if this had to do with money, like something was funny with something was looking funny with money. Look, the Emperor is showing at the bottom of the deck. We got the King of Pentacles right there. King of Pentacles, he's draped in his attire that has grapes on it, abundance, prosperity. Um, King of Pentacles, I'm getting Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn because that's earth energy. Something was looking funny with money. I don't know. That's what I'm getting right now. I don't know. Somebody didn't want, like somebody was in regret because they did something being sneaky about money, or did something because of money. Eight of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups, but it had to do with her because you got the Strength with the Star. Again, earlier, I said what I said, but that was Temperance with the Star. But it's, to me, it's still all the same thing for whatever reason. So I already clarified the Moon again, which was the Ten of Pentacles. Clarify the Death card in reverse in regards to why JONBENET Ramsey, why was she unalive? Clarify the Death card in reverse. You have the King of Pentacles coming out in the reverse now. All right. So, yeah, it's like somebody didn't want something to end, or somebody felt like something was ending. They felt like they was losing money or something. We got the Eight of Pentacles at the back of the deck. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune in regards to why you got the Two of Wands. So somebody decided to make a decision. Somebody decided to make a choice, or I don't know if this had something to do with something like with traveling or globally. We got Three of Cups at the back of the deck. Let's clarify the Strength card again. Why was JONBENET Ramsey unalive? Clarify the Strength card. Why was JONBENET Ramsey unalive? And the cards keep flying. You got the Ace of Wands that's coming out sideways, but I've seen it in the upright. The High Priestess, Ace of Swords is at the back of the deck, but the High Priestess turned over from the top of the deck. The High Priestess, Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. Like, this is giving double Nine of Swords energy. Two of Cups. So I don't feel like they would have said something, or like, even if it was that, I don't know, something. Two of Cups, the Sun, Eight of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles. Or I don't know if this has something to just do with her being in that type of, what you call that, a profession. Like her being in these pageants and stuff. Um, it's giving me something like not so, like all of what it is, something about all the story is not being said or told, or everything that yeah. Again, everything about this reading is alleged. Something will be the truth, something cannot be the truth. Everything will be the truth, everything cannot be the truth. But this is the energy of what's coming out in the cards, and this is my opinions. All right, so don't shoot the messenger, shoot yourself. Don't shoot the messenger, shoot yourself. All right, but I don't mean that literally. There go the Knight of Swords popping up again. This can have something to do with the Knight of Swords energy, or yeah, look, Knight of Swords Judgment with the Hermit, Page of Swords. So I don't know if this is like somebody that was like, they was seeing her at her pageants and stuff, or um they know she did pageants. They like kind of like had a like a, I'm getting like a obsession with her or something. I don't know. Whoever this person is, they definitely wasn't somebody I feel like that was grounded. Yeah, look, the Eight of Swords. Ooh, a lot of cards just flew out. The Eight of Swords is right here on my hands with the Four of Wands. Knight of Cups at the back of the deck. The other cards that just flew out was the Death card is coming out in reverse again. It came out with the Seven of Pentacles. All right. Let's try to get one more row in before I do the next video number 2 or part 2. Um, clarify the moon again in regards to why JonBeNET Ramsey, why was she unalive? Clarify the moon. Excuse me, the Five of Swords. It's something about two other people because the devil with the Queen of Cups, the Magician, the Two of Swords, Knight of Swords. It's something about two other people. I don't know who these two people is. The devil, obsession, addictions, bondage. But whoever these is, if it's one person or more than one person, they definitely is regretful now. They've been highly regretful ever since. Whatever this is about, whatever this truly is about, because how y'all don't know, and she, she, and y'all never did find out what happened to her. So she is a major big deal in whatever kind, or it's more than what's on the surface level. That's what I'm getting. Like, that's what I'm getting from this. Whatever the reason why she was unalive is more than what's on the surface level. It's more than even what they done reported on the news, interviews, whatever. It's because ain't no way she this complexion, and that's the whole thing that we know and what's been talking about since 2025, like current date, that you know on the news, when you that complexion, majority of the time, most of the time, you're gonna get more coverage on situations. The case or the whatever is gonna get solved. Yeah. So it's way more than what, like, I'm getting what meets the eye, what's on the surface level, because come on now. She was what, 6 years old at the time, I believe it said. And she was in pageants and stuff, and I know that's a big thing. So yeah. It's more than what meets the eye, like, and it's more than what the surface level or whatever. Um let's see. Clarify the death card in reverse again in regards to why was JonBeNET Ramsey, why was she unalive? Clarify the death card in reverse. You got the Page of Wands. So somebody definitely was getting some kind of, uh I don't know why I want to say message. Somebody was getting a message and they felt like they had to make a decision, or something was going on with her. It's having her being involved in it. Not her. It's not her. I'm not saying it's not her. It's not her fault. It's not her fault. I'm not saying that. Whatever this is, it does involve her though, because the whole point of the reading is why was she unalive. So yeah.